Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. You guys know what that means. Not only did we celebrate and start off our morning, kick it off the right way with Wake Up and Adam, but of course we know that tonight we're getting Jason on Anchor Watch and Vanderpump Rules, The Reunion Part 1. I'm so excited for the reunion because not only is Lala addressing the Randall Emmett cheating situation, we're going to see Ariana and Katie let us know where they are on the sandwich shop. We also get to get some information on Sheena and Brock. And of course, DJ James Kennedy and his fiance, Raquel, well, they broke up. And she's giving back the ring at the reunion. It's going to be interesting. But now we're getting some more tidbits from what we're hearing. And thank you to Radar. Vanderpump Rules star James Kennedy is parading around Vegas with a new mystery woman. And this is just weeks after getting dumped by his ex-fiance, Raquel. We have all the details on that and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like it did not take long for DJ James Kennedy. He's so funny with that name, too. It looks like it didn't take him long to get past this breakup with his ex-fiance, Raquel. Unless this is just a rebound situation, I'm not quite sure. You know, I met James when I was 20 or 21. I believe I was 20 years old when I first moved to Los Angeles, and I started working at SUR, and he was a busboy, and he's always been a ladies' man. Women have always loved him. He's always had the most beautiful girlfriends, even before he was on the show. I mean, always. Since the time I've met him, yeah, he always was just good with his work. I don't know. The ladies like DJ James Kennedy. Maybe not after a few episodes of Vanderpump Rules lately. They might not. But obviously some do. Now, weeks after he got dumped by his fiance, he jetted off to Las Vegas for what they're calling some flirtatious fun, which technically he documented this, put it on Instagram for his 520,000 plus followers to see, knowing that someone was going to see it. They were going to put it into Reality Blurb, Radar Online. Raquel was going to see it. Is this for a shock factor? It makes me wonder. It does make me wonder. Carrying on. On Monday, the freshly turned 30-year-old reality star posted a video of himself holding hands with a female brunette companion while exploring Area 15, an immersive art and entertainment center in Sin City. Now, the mystery woman appeared in she was in a few shots, let's just say that. A few shots from this Las Vegas trip, and the whole trip was supposed to be in honor of his 30th birthday. He did say on his post, though, that he was so thankful for all of his friends who made his celebration so special. And obviously, if you guys are asking if Raquel was there, I'm assuming probably not. Okay. Despite his recent claims that the two are on friendly terms, Raquel was noticeably absent from the trip. Earlier this month, the 27-year-old SUR server told Sheena that she was so petrified to call off the engagement that she waited until she was safe to do so, explaining that her fear of James's temper kept her from breaking up with him when she wanted to, which is a scary thought. And Raquel's not the only one in this situation. You know, James will probably get a lot of backlash for this, and I'm sure it'll be a big eye opener. But there are a lot of women who are in Raquel's situation where they are nervous or afraid to get away from someone because they don't know how they're going to react. And that's unfortunate. So I hope people watching Raquel who heard her story and what she's been through and how she navigated this breakup, I hope, you know, it encourages them in a way where if they're in a similar situation, they see that you can get out of it. That's where I was going with that. It was said, okay, it was kind of a Thanksgiving where I realized that I didn't want to be in this relationship anymore. And because James does have a history of acting out and being angry, my mom and I were both concerned that he wasn't going to have a good reaction when I told him. She said, so I wasn't planning on saying anything until he went out of town. Right before they filmed the reunion, which begins obviously airing tonight. Like I said earlier, Raquel said that she and James Kennedy got into what would be their final argument as a couple. They were watching back episodes of the season in order to prepare for the big day, which caused her to reflect on both their relationship and James as a person. She told him that she didn't feel supported by him emotionally and that she didn't like the way that he behaved towards people. She said, "A piece of me dies each time that you mistreat somebody." This is her recalling her conversation with James. And we know James, he has outbursts on the show. It's caused him to lose some jobs, relationships, and he's even gotten sober since. So she did say, you know, her concerns about their future together also led to her decision as she began to notice that James wasn't meshing well with her family. I'm not shocked by that either. That's one of those things too. They always say I'm really bad at being an open book with my family. I tell my family everything. But when you tell your family about things that are going on in your relationship, then that opens the door for them to pass judgment on everything that's going on in your relationship. And then when you make up with someone after fighting, then they look back and they're like, hold on, wait. All they remember is the bad. They're like, I didn't make up with him. And then you're like, oh shit, you know, now they're going to hate the person I'm with because I told them too much. It's one of those situations. But for James, it is still kind of different. He has had some outbursts, from what Raquel said, outbursts in front of her actual family, in front of the mom and dad, and that's their baby. I could see why they would not be happy about that. The future of Thanksgivings and Christmases and holidays, it was looking like it was going to be either James's or my family. This is what she told Sheena. Especially if we had a baby, James would make my parents out as the not good grandparents and kind of put that in our kids' heads. Foreseeing this future and what it was all coming down to, she said, I don't want that. And boom, there you go. Now, one of my questions for you guys is, are you watching the Vanderpump Rules reunion part 1 tonight? And if you do, I'm going to be live tweeting during it. And of course, we will be back tomorrow with Jason to recap it live. I always love our Vanderpump Rules recaps because Jason and I worked around them. I'm friends with a few of them. And it's never like a bashing session, but it's good to kind of, or fun, let's say it's fun to share our insights of like just being in that atmosphere and kind of working through it, living through it. I am just also wondering in my head, with James running around Las Vegas with this new girl and dating again, and Lala most likely eventually dating again, and the new sandwich shop, and Shorts and Sandy's, and Brock and Sheena still trying to figure out when or where they're getting married. Will we have a season 10? I have questions. All right, well, with that, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Go ahead and comment below. And before you go, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that notification bell and get subscribed, but also catch me in the live tonight at 11 p.m. on Down with Jason for Anchor Watch, where they're talking Below Deck with the former Below Deck cast member. Love you guys. Bye.